Hello, welcome to another Minecraft video where we will be doing a tutorial today to build a sugarcane farm. So without further ado, let's just crack on and get this done. Okay, so here we go. Here's the sugarcane farm that I've made, and this seems to be working pretty well for me. Um, it's simple. It's not too difficult. So we'll crack on and start building this. It's nice and simple. You've got a lever here to turn it on and off as well, and we'll put some bone meal in here to show you that it's working. There we go. There we go. You can see that working nicely. The only thing is sometimes it doesn't drop into the hopper, so for that reason this is why that door is here, just so you can nip in and collect it. As you can see already, we've got just over half a stack of sugarcane. Right, so let's get into it. Let's go build this ourselves. So here we have the first part where we're going to be building our redstone clock. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is obviously dig this out 2 blocks deep, and then this one here is the only one that comes up 1 step, because this is going to be the start of the sugarcane farm. We'll start by placing down some redstone dust in these 4 corners, and then you're going to need to get yourself a redstone repeater, and then just place them in that direction like so, and then place one going into this block here and place a redstone dust just there, and then we'll get this powered up. Put a lever down here next to this piece of redstone dust, or any of these redstone dust here will do just fine, and just pull the lever, quickly turn it back off. This is showing me up. This is actually showing me up. There we go. Anyway, so we got it working. So I'm going to quickly fill in these gaps here because we don't need that anymore. That's that working. And now we need to replace that block there with a repeater. And this is where we start the sugarcane farm. So we're going to need the following things. We are going to need some redstone dust. We're going to need the redstone torch. We are going to need the lever. We're going to need the orange concrete, the redstone repeater, acacia door. We don't need that grass block, so we can leave that there for the time being. We're going to need a dispenser, observer, piston, glass block, glass pane, some sand. I'm using red sand. You don't have to. Any sand will do. You can also use dirt if you really have to. I prefer just using the sand, though, to be honest with you. A chest and a barrel, and we will also need a water bucket as well, and I shall show you for why. And we need the hopper as well. So let's crack on, let's build this. So we're going to place a dispenser here, and as you can hear, that is working nicely. And then on top of that, we're going to place a piston. If we just get that there. So that's going to go on top of this block here. There we go. And then here we're going to place 2 blocks of your choice. It doesn't have to be the orange concrete. And then we're going to get the observer block, and we're just going to place that there, but facing that way, so you got the face on the inside there. And then I'm going to place a couple of blocks here. I'm going to get some redstone dust from here. So going round just so it's on top of that piston there. So then once the sugarcane gets to the third block height, so right in front of the observer, it'll activate the piston and then it will reset it, and then the dispenser will make the sugarcane grow again. So we're just going to cover up this as well. You don't have to, but it just makes it look a little bit more prettier, I guess. Just going to cover that. There we go. So as you can hear, it's still working. That's not affected it whatsoever. So we've done the observer. Next thing we need to do is we need to change the block there for the sugarcane to sit on. So we'll do that now. So change that, put that there. We also need to get rid of 2 blocks here. Actually, leave a block there for a second because we can get the hopper in quickly. Because that is where your chest is going to go for the collection of the sugarcane. For these 2 blocks here. You can also use barrels if you want to. You don't have to use the chest, which I'm just gonna grab now. So one there, one there. This is where you're gonna need the water bucket, which we're gonna crouch down and place in there like so. This is so the sugarcane can grow. Place a bit there. And then what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to start building just like the externals, so the walls and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a block here, and then we're going to place another block there, and then 1, 2 there. Just build it to the same level as that bit. You don't even have to build it to the same level as the chest if you don't want to. You can just leave it as it is, to that level there. So we'll do that, and then we'll get round to this bit here and place 3 blocks here. And with this section here, what we're going to do is we're going to place a lever here, and we'll shut that down, and I'll tell you for why. Because that's going to help us turn this off, because we don't want it on constantly. It's going to get on your nerves, let's be honest. So we're just going to place some redstone there, and you're just going to bring it back just so it touches there. And then you can fill this gap up again if you want to, just so it doesn't harm anything when we come out of this. And we're just going to place some blocks there, cover all this up just so nothing can get damaged. And then same with this as well. There we are. And then we'll place the door just here. I'm going to change that to an orange block just because I want to. I'll get rid of the water bucket. And then we'll place the door here, and then we'll get a glass block from here. Actually, I'll replace the repeater because I'm going to need that. And the glass block goes there, and then we're going to need some glass pane as well, which is just going to go here like so, just to make it look pretty so you can see what you're doing. And then we'll get some sort of slab, any slab, nothing, doesn't have to be anything fancy, whatever you can get hold of. And then just place that along the top here. Like so. Doesn't have to be a slab, it can be a full size block if you want, but I just think it looks a bit nicer. And there you go, you have it. So what we'll do now is we'll just get a bit of the I forgot to put in the collection, the system for the dispenser. So we'll put a hopper here, if it'll let me, and we'll have that as another normal block, and then we'll put a barrel there because there's a block above it. If you really wanted to, you can have two hoppers. You can have one here, and then you can have a barrel on here and a barrel on there, just so you've got plenty of storage space. But I'm happy with just one. There we go. I'll just stick that bone meal in there like so, and that'll go through the hopper into the dispenser now. And what we're just going to do quickly is we're just going to come over here and we're going to press that lever there, and as you can see, that is now working perfectly. And that is us all sorted. Thank you for watching the video. I hope it's been helpful for you, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye. Bye.